Well, I guess it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
button.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What
but not
are you-
that big red one. The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You don't know what you're doing.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. For crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, welcome to the Halloweeny spectacularity here upon the captain's quarters. It almost didn't happen tonight, and as it may be, we're not sure we'll be able to make it all the way through the show, but we'll give it our darndest. Had someone decided that he wanted to play with the old cannonballs while it was still in the cannon, and a match, and some gunpowder, well, you set that off and accidentally shoot it through the hull of the ship, below the waterline. I be telling ye, you take on water faster than you think. Luckily, we be in great, concerns that the hull of the ship had been, the hold had been taken on water. That's where we keep all of our finest albums and the greatest stacks of wax that you could ever be asking for. And we were grateful that the water didn't get in there. It would only make some of our stuff even more sappy than it be. Aye, but we've got good spirits. We're listing a bit to the side. Babushka just simply took and put a high heel on one side and a short heel on the other and acts like nothing be happening. She thought her whatever it is that she be doing, she just kind of walked around sideways because that's the way it be. I've had to duct tape certain peoples to the walls so they don't keep falling down. And that be, well, amusing. You should go around duct taping peoples from time to time. It'll teach you a great deal about ducks and tape. And peoples too. But we have it here. We have the Halloweeny spectacularity. And we're ready to, as they say, we're the cool kids, ready to rock and roll. We'll start out with, what it be? Oh, I had it here. Moment. Everything keeps sliding around, so you're going to be having to bear with us today. We're a little listed to the side. The radio room took a direct hit. I don't be knowing if it be from a cannonball or be from the water or the radio man himself be problematic. But we'll struggle through. So that's what we do here on the Captain's Court. Here it be. Unknown Hinson with the Halloween song. Let's kick it right off with a proper Halloweeny spectacularity. Something turns. Well, let's just get right to the music. It makes more sense that way. Welcome back, me matey. Welcome back. Just tilt your head to the side if the music sounds lopsided, and just be grateful it's even here. For we weren't sure we'd be able to. We spent many hours putting things back together the best we can until we can get into dry dock. Well, we'll have to suffer through with what we have. Thank ye much for not complaining too much, because no one here really cares anyways.
It's Halloween on Southern Styles, witches, goblins, necrophiles, ghosts and vampires will be here tonight. So say your prayers and taste the fear, 'cause Reb might gut the aqua deer. Scary things will happen here tonight. It's Halloween on Southern Styles, jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin smiles. We warn you that you could die of fright. If you a good-looking woman, better lock up tight and check your neck for vampire bites. It's Halloween on spooky Southern styles.
Come in. Oh, Freddy! I just can't thank you enough for all those absolutely repulsive gifts. On the first night of Halloween, Freddy gave to me a bat! A bat hanging in a dead tree. On the second night of Halloween, Freddy gave to me 2 clawed gloves and a bat hanging in a dead tree. On night number 3, Freddy gave to me 3 henchmen and another bat. Sheesh. Then I opened the door and saw a revolving bed of nails. Oh, with a broken mirror on the ceiling. Oh, well, gal needs her beauty rest. On the 5th night of Halloween, Freddy gave to me 5 poison rings. On night number 6, Freddy gave to me 6 beasts of growling. Hey, will you guys just pipe down, please? I'm trying to sing here. Hello? And I was so excited to get a whole year of zombie maid service. Oh, hey, you guys, what's the coffin, please? On the 8th night of Halloween, Freddy gave to me 8 Iron Maidens and another bat hanging in a dead tree. How original. On the 9th night of Halloween, Freddy gave to me 9 drooling ghouls. Oh, they're so cute, but messy. Freddy even paid to have a whole galaxy named after me. Elvira's Galaxy of Doom. Such a romantic. On the 11th night of Halloween, Freddy gave to me 11 werewolves howling. Ooh, oh, that tickles. On the 12th night of Halloween, Freddy gave to me 12 victims screaming. And guess what? Another bat. And in addition to all the other cool junk, on the 13th night, Freddy gave me an all-expense-paid trip to Transylvania on a broom bill for 2. A swamp, the most adorable black widow sweater you have ever seen. Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, unpleasant dreams.
There be Elvira with 13 nights of Halloween. Now they're going to have the Monster Mash, but not by the way you normally would understand it. This will be Vincent Price bringing us the Monster Mash.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the Monster Mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to catch a joke from my electrodes. They did the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the Monster Mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rockin', all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kickers 5. They played the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They played the Monster Mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. It seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvanian twist?" It's now the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything's cool, Drac's a part of the band, and my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Vincent sent you. Now you can Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. Now you can Monster Mash. Come now, my pretty. Do the Monster Mash. It won't hurt. I promise.
Candy collected Halloween. Biggest bag of candy I had ever seen. Had to have it x-rayed before I had a treat. To be sure a psycho hadn't put a razor in my sweets. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by, when the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Trick-or-treating at the mall, scare the preppies at the Gap. Especially if your costume isn't politically correct. The mall can't give out candy because of a lawsuit that they had. But here's a coupon for a futon in the bottom of your bag. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by, when the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by, when the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Mommy and Dad Patty follow in the minivan. Mace and a cell phone in their nervous hands. It's hard to spook the neighbors into giving up some loot when you're a ninja in a down coat at 4 in the afternoon. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by when the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by when the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by when the little kids were frightened, it is sad. Only by the ghouls who were dead. Only by the ghouls who were dead. Only by the ghouls who were dead.
There be Haywood Banks with Halloween. I love some of his work. It brings out the true Halloweeny spirit. Now we have Andrew Gold with Gold. I like that name. It's one you can really dig for. And Andrew Gold with Spooky, Scary Skeletons.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek.
We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize,
but I don't think we should.
'Cause spooky, scary skeletons shout startling, shrilly screams. They'll sneak from their sarcophagus and just won't leave you be.
Supernatural or shy, what's all the fuss? But bags of bones seem so unsafe, it's semi-serious.
Spooky, scary skeletons are silly all the same. They'll smile and scrabble slowly by and drug you
So insane!
Sticks and stones will break your bones, they seldom let you snooze. Spooky, scary skeletons will wake you with a boo.
I be asking myself, is he playing a xylophone or is it bones? Would that be a xylobone? I will have to ponder upon that during the commercial break. Aye, that be true. We need a break for commercial. Don't be forgetting we start out with a vintage commercial, then we go straight to the sponsor. The ones that help pay for the repairs of the ship after some fool decides to play with matches with cannonballs and black powder around inside a can. It's a mess. It's truly a mess. And the insurance man, well, that be a saying. He's still running. Well, from the last time, and that other time, and then there was that TIE fighter incident, and then there was that, oh yes, there was that thing there with It wasn't a lion. It was more of a leopard kind of thing, and it was
Every once in a while, there is a special kind of horror film that becomes a horror classic. In 1931, it was Frankenstein. In 1932, it was Dracula. In 1971, it was Rosemary's Baby. In 1973, it was The Exorcist. And this year it is From Beyond the Grave. Secret worlds become public nightmares where children's play toys are the devil's weapons. A truly terrifying motion picture where death is just the beginning and the grave is not just a resting place. And pleasant rooms become evil tombs. From Beyond the Grave, the horror picture you will remember all your life.
Oh, wow, Scoob. They're finally here.
What's that, Raggy?
Like our tickets to the Twin Tiers Comic-Con just arrived.
Roy.
Yep, that means we're gonna be soaking up the sights on November 12th and on the 13th.
Raggy, did you say the 13th? Like Friday the 13th?
Don't worry, old buddy. The 13th is a Sunday. And they even have a great big place to host it in.
Oh no, not another haunted mansion.
Zoinks! I hope not. But no, it's gonna be back at the Arnott Mall Event Center.
Are they gonna have the Mystery Machine there again?
Boy, I sure hope so. And I can't wait to see what other great vehicles they'll have there.
Well, replica vehicles.
Oh wow, the flyer also says that Butch Patrick from the Munsters is gonna be there.
Monsters? Not them again.
Oh, Scoob, you're thinking of the Addams Family and their creepy mansion.
Did you get us the VVIP passes?
Of course, Scoob. This year, we're going in style.
Does that mean we're gonna be wearing costumes for the cosplay contest?
You betcha, old buddy, old pal. With our new costumes, we'll be a shoo-in to win some of that prize money.
Well, my Rhino Mutt will rock 'em dead.
Well, like, don't say dead, Scoob.
Whoop. Rory Raggy.
Twin Tiers Comic-Con, November 12th and 13th at the Arnott Mall Event Center.
Now, here be another tale of Halloweeny styles. And, someone will be asking earlier, whether it be Molly. Well, Molly's been working the haunted houses, and she got back last night, all tuckered out and quite upset. They didn't give her an award for her axe throwing. She be throwing axes at people and didn't hit a one. Might have shaved a couple to the side here and there, because she's quite good at throwing an axe. But they looked at her and they said, it's not that scary. Well, they sung another tune while she planted a couple axes right, well, almost where the sun don't shine. Aye, that's me girl. Aye, they still didn't give her a reward, but I think they'll never forget her. Aye. Now let's not Peter miss. Let's get on with Shy Tunas. It's Halloween. It's a strange little thing, and I remember it from way back when, and it never feels quite right until I properly hear it.
Business anyway. Knock, 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 trick or treat. Knock, 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 give me something to eat. Knock, 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 trick or treat. Knock, 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 now smell my feet. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. Halloween is Halloween. Knock, 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 trick or treat. Knock, 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 give me something to eat. Knock, 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 trick or treat. Knock, 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 now smell my feet. It's Halloween.
creak and the tombstones quake.
Spooks of knockers swing and wake.
Happy haunts materialize
and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide.
Or a silly spook may sit by your side,
shrouded in a daft disguise.
They pretend to terrorize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
The moon climbs high o'er the dead oak tree.
Spooks arrive for the midnight spree.
Creepy creeps with eerie eyes
start to shriek and harmonize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
When you hear the knell of a requiem bell,
we're coasting where spirits dwell.
Restless bones etherealize.
Rise as spooks of every size.
When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy hearts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide, or a silly spook may sit by your side, shrouded in a daft disguise.
They pretend to terrorize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
As the moon climbs high over dead oak tree, spooks arrive for the midnight spree. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes start to shriek and harmonize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
When you hear the knell of a requiem bell, weird glows gleam where the spirits dwell. Restless bones etherealize, rises spooks of every size. Oh yes, they do.
When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake,
spooks of knockers swing and wake.
Happy haunts materialize
and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide,
or a silly spook may sit by your side,
shrouded in a daft disguise.
They pretend to terrorize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
As the moon climbs high over the dead oak tree,
spooks arrive for the midnight spree.
Creepy creeps with eerie eyes
start to shriek and harmonize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
When you hear the knell of a requiem bell,
weird coasting where spirits dwell.
Restless bones etherealize,
rise as spooks of every size. If you would like to join our jamboree, there's a simple rule that's compulsory. Mortals pay a token fee. Rest in peace, the haunting's free. So hurry back, we would like your company.
Hurry back. Be sure to bring your death certificate.
Another grand old classic, right there, with Earl Ravencroft's grim grinning ghosts. I truly fell in love with that. Whenever I was a child, I heard that. I just knew that Halloween was really kicking it off. Now let's ask another question. One of the things that has plagued mankind since the beginning of time. Butch Patrick and the Monsters with Whatever Happened to Eddie.
Whatever happened to Eddie?
I'm the kid from Mockingbird Lane.
Whatever happened to Eddie?
Did I freak or go insane? You might wonder why I have a dragon for a pet. Well, he's just there to keep me
hillbillies in Tennessee all went riding on Highway 3. They took a turn and they headed west. Why they did that? Anyone's guess. There were 87 of them when they started out, but 5 of them died and 2 fell out. One named Buck, his wife was half dead. He should have left her at home, but he brought her instead. They were driving west on County Road 8 when they spotted a house that looked just great. 4 stories tall and 50 yards wide, the hillbills decided to step inside. They parked in front and got out of their cars, took in some moonshine in mason jars, got their guitars and their fiddles too, and started playing Billy, Billy, Billy Bayou. They were all laughing and a-dancing and acting real silly, but what can one expect from 80 hillbillies? They had a big party and did what they wanted. They never suspected that the house was haunted. 80 hillbillies in a haunted house. 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 81 if you count Buck's spouse. 81 hillbillies in a haunted house. They were all laughing and a-cussing and drinking beer. The hillbills started to disappear. First there was Luke and Lula and Mac. Then there were more. It was hard to keep track. Well, Dickie Wayne Price, he screamed real hard.
There's 5 dead hillbillies out in the yard.
They searched the house and they found 2 more, Hector and Peanut, out on the floor. They found Ebby's head on the top of a broom. They found the rest of her in the very next room. A lot of strange things happened that night. They kept finding bodies left and right. 69 hillbillies in a haunted house. 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 70 if you count Buck's spouse. 70 hillbillies in a haunted house. 2 were attacked by the walking dead. 3 got a hatchet right through the head. 6 got eaten by giant rats. And 1 got killed by vampire bats. 6 hillbillies got stabbed with swords. And 1 got hit by flying boards. 3 got electrocuted by an electric wire. And 2 hillbillies just caught on fire. 45 hillbillies in a haunted house. 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 46 if you count Buck's spouse. 46 hillbillies in a haunted house. Downstairs, hillbillies danced all night. Upstairs, they were dropping left and right. Drinking moonshine, 100 proof. 2 hillbillies just fell off the roof. 3 got strangled by the crawling eye. And 2 hillbillies just started to fly. 3 got eaten by a giant moth. And 4 hillbillies got their heads chopped off. 2 hillbillies had a heart attack. And 1 hillbilly got stabbed in the back. 3 hillbillies had screaming fits. And 4 hillbillies got shredded to bits. 21 hillbillies in a haunted house. 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 22 if you count Buck's spouse. 22 hillbillies in a haunted house. 5 hillbillies just split in 2. 8 got chased by sticky black goo. 7 hillbillies watched I Married Joan, but during the commercial, they turned to stone. That only left Buck and his half-dead wife, and Buck got stabbed by a flying knife. She sat and watched him as he bled. She's the only one left, and she's half dead. 1 hillbilly in a haunted house. 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 She's so tired, she's gone back to bed. She's the only one left, and she's half dead. Suddenly Buck came back to life. He sat straight up and he told his wife, I don't care if you're half dead, come with me back to bed. If we're gonna increase our population, we better get started with some copulation. 2 hillbillies in a haunted house. 4 hillbillies in a haunted house. 8 hillbillies in a haunted house. 22 hillbillies in a haunted house. Make that 50 thanks to Buck's spouse. 50 hillbillies in a haunted house.
There be Austin Lounge, the Austin Lounge Lizards, with hillbillies in a haunted house. And it'd be so much easier if the ship were sitting flat. But it don't, even if it were rocking back and forth properly. But right now, she's listing hard to the side. And if you don't tip your head just right, it makes it awful hard to read things. And the lights keep falling off the tables. Aye, what do you be thinking of that? And now we go to the Andrews sisters with the yodeling ghost. Truly terrifying.
La doodle-lie, doodle-lie.
There's a yodel in the air yet. There ain't nobody there. It must be a ghost.
La doodle-lie,
a yodeling ghost.
La doodle-lie, la doodle-lie, doodle-lie.
It's a sentimental call yet. There's no one there at all. It must be a ghost.
La doodle-lie,
the yodeling ghost. It all began when a Swiss was shown the door by a miss. He told her he would haunt her.
He disappeared in the snows, and every villager knows. He yodels and yodels and yodels and yodels to taunt her. La doodle-lie, doodle-lie.
Hear it echo in the night, though there ain't a soul in sight. It's only that most harmonious ghost.
La doodle-lie, doodle-lie. There's a yodel in the air yet. There ain't nobody there. It must be a ghost, a yodeling ghost.
La doodle-lie, doodle-lie. It's a sentimental call yet. There's no one there at all. It must be the ghost, the yodeling ghost.
It all began when a Swiss was shown the door by a miss. He told her he would haunt her.
He disappeared in the snows, and every villager knows. He yodels and yodels and yodels and yodels to taunt her.
La-la-doodle-la-day, doodle-la-day.
There's a yodel in the air yet. There ain't nobody there. It must be a ghost, a yodeling ghost, a yodeling ghost, la doodle-lie, a yodeling ghost.
Aye, didn't it just put shivers up and down your back? Just thinking about all the ghosts and goblins and poltergeists around. Aye, the only thing that could be more terrifying is if he picked up an accordion and started to play. A disembodied accordion. That sounds familiar. We'll be cutting a commercial. And on return, more ghosts, more goblins, more things that go bump in the night. And music too. Oh boy, she listed good there to the side. Oh boy.
Great film.
Awesome.
Totally spectacular.
Destined to be a cult classic. I was jumping out of the seat.
We just cut up our girlfriend with a chainsaw.
Very funny.
I chewed my thumb off during the film. It was funny and it was scary.
Only one thing could be more terrifying than the Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2.
Goodbye, Don.
Under 17, not admitted without parent or guardian. Now playing at a theater near you.
When last we left our courageous duo, they were off on a shopping foray, seeking out injustice.
Oh, goody, sidekick! You're here! Right where I left you! The latest Beetle Bailey came in for me, and great Scott! That what den of dastardly villainy has just popped up, and now lays just beneath our very noses?
What? Where?
Right there! That duplicitous den of demagoguery, and it must be writhing with evil, For to hide that very reality, the villains made it bright pink, with really cute cupcakes painted on it too!
Do you mean Bee's Sweets? The sweetest place in town? They've been there for months. I go there all the time while I wait for you, because you won't let me into Heroes.
We'll need to figure out how to sneak in there and discover what depths their nefarious plans have coalesced to. We may need disguises.
We don't need to break in. We can just walk right in through the front door. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're not evil, not at all. Make any kind of artistic cake you can think of, and they taste great. Make all kinds of incredible pastries, too. And the macarons are always changing and beautiful as well as delicious. You can even find the flavors of the day by going to their Facebook page at Bee's Sweets.
Bee's Sweets, huh? A strange name for a villainous hideout? Come, sidekick, let us go forth and further investigate this domicile of pinkness.
Tune in next time as our cake adventurers find themselves trapped with nowhere to run and are forced to decide between delicious macarons or delectable cupcakes, or face the wrath of the bakery delights from which no man can resist.
Bee's Sweets. It's the pink building located at 121 West 14th Street, in Elmira Heights, directly across from Heroes Comics. They're not evil, not at all.
Well, it is with a bit of a sad heart I go into this next segment of the show. we take a moment to tip our hats to Mr. Steve Seagal. And you may be saying, who's Steve Seagal? Well, he be a man who is mentor, friend, and inspiration for Barrett Hansen. You be saying, who be that? Would that be one of me inspirations, one of me persons who helped bring me into radio and make me to the captain that I am today. Dr. Demento himself. Well, Dr. Demento, when he started out, he was a nobody too, and he started out with little or nothing but a dream. And this man, Steven Seagal, yeah, not Steve Seagal, not a martial artist, but a certain particular DJ from out came that way. I laugh, for he were the man that gave the name to Mr. Dr. Demento himself. That be right. It was his inspiration. He helped get him there, and thanks to him, millions of people have suffered laughter and enjoyment around the world for decades on end. So, Steve, we thank you, we tip our hat to you, and helping bring about the creation of Mr. Dr. Demento. And with that, it's also helped the old captain here become somewhat who he be. It's amazing how the world would touch on things. I never met the man, and I haven't, but he inspired one of my heroes, and Dr. Demento be one of me heroes, and I hope one day to meet the man himself. But if I don't, I am truly inspired, and my life has been directed by both of these men. Thank you both. And Steve, we dedicate this next particular song to ye. It's one of those things where it would feel horrible if we didn't properly do something a little odd, or as Mr. Dr. Demento might say, a little demented. And to get all weepy-eyed and teary-eyed wouldn't be correct around here. We give a 21-gun salute. However we would if some fool hadn't fired off all of our cannons. Well, we already went into that. But now, let's have ourselves the hearse song. Good old Oscar with a hearse song.
Have you ever thought as the hearse goes by, one of these days you are gonna die? The motor pool sends out a car, you're going for a ride but you don't get far. As you watch the death wagon riding by, you don't know whether to laugh or cry. You wish it weren't, but you know it's true. The very next load may consist of you. The burial detail lowers you down. The officers, they just stand around. They shovel in dirt, they shovel in rocks. They don't give a damn if they break the box. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. They creep all over your chin and mouth. They call their friends friends too. You look like hell when they get through. Your eyes drop out, your teeth fall in. The worms are over your mouth and chin. Each one takes a bite or two of what the Pentagon says is you.
Here comes the hearse. Never laugh when the hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. First they wrap you in a bloody sheet and sling you down about 6 feet. All goes well for about a week, and then the casket begins to leak. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. Little green bugs of eyes of red go through your liver and out your head. Your eyes sink in, your teeth fall out. The icy tickle on your spine makes you want to scream and shout. Your stomach turns to a moldy green, and the ooze comes out like a whipping cream. And me without a spoon. Here comes the hearse. If you're skimping slave, a fortune to save, you lose it all when you go to the grave. For if life were a thing that money could buy, the rich would live and the poor would die. Here comes the hearse.
A different version of the things. That'd be the curse of the hearse. Terry Teen with that. Aye, it'd be amazing how there can be so many different ideas of what is a little odd, twisted, and disturbing. And we decided to throw it out there. Say once again, thank you, I've seen Stephen Clean for helping bring about Mr. Dr. Demento. Barry, I hope you're feeling better. You lost a good friend, and I truly sympathize. And it is amazing how what you do today might have great effects upon others decades from now. You never know who will pick up the mantle and carry it on. Now, beyond all of that, and it's somewhat appropriate to be mournful on Halloween, but let's pick up the pace with some London Wainwright III with Ghost Blues.
My old dog misses me so. To the beach or the dog park, he don't wanna go. Oh, he lies there waiting at the foot of my bed, because he knows I'm right there, even though I'm dead. Your late husband, that would be me. I've been gone so long, I'm just a faint memory. I've been disparaged and passing by your friends late at night. I blew out the candles on them and served them right. The day that I died, I knew I was toast. Next day I was hanging out with Marley's ghost. Hamlet's father, he's a friend of mine. That old king can't keep from crying. At my memorial service there was quite a turnout. Some stayed away, hey, what was that all about? Tell me, didn't she love me? Didn't he care? Nobody saw me, but I was right there. I was doing the head count. Now I'm out of the picture, yeah, I'm off of the hook. Just a chunk of time, that was all that it took. Was it a shot from a gun? The slip of a knife? I don't know what killed me, Lord, it might have been life. I had a few children, wrote a few songs. I got some of it right and a lot of it wrong. Bought a few houses, a few boats, a few cars. Being a ghost, you might as well be on Mars, 'cause you're so far out. Being a ghost, yeah, you're just in between. Each and every day of the year is Halloween. Yeah, yeah, hanging around, but you're not really there. You're hovering over your own old easy chair. Lord, I was hoping for heaven. Yeah, I would have been swell. 'Cause being a ghost, it's just like being in hell. You're hungry and you're tired and you can't get no rest. And though I'd settle for heaven, oblivion would be best. I've been flying around, rattling chains, appearing in mirrors just to make you insane. Making those noises in your house late at night, yeah. I got to haunt you even though it ain't right. My old dog, he misses me so. To the beach or the dog park, he don't wanna go. No, he lies there waiting at the foot of my bed, because he knows I'm right there, even though I'm dead.
Going full swing. Almost everyone in town had just arrived. Folks were throwing on the grill everything that they could kill, and a couple critters that were still alive. Yeah, the meat was running down when army folks from out of town showed up and started bossing us around. They said everyone should leave, and now this you won't believe. The dead were up and crawling from the ground. So hang on right here, I just had a great idea. We'll have a zombie apocalypse barbecue. I'll save a couple ribs for you. Even though y'all were related, you'll be thankful that you ate it. This year's zombie apocalypse barbecue. The zombies started gathering as Bill began to slather in the sauce on which he built his family name. But one of the zombies got him, so my sister up and shot him in the head, and then she dumped him in the flame. By the time we started packing up, the zombies were attacking us. They bit me and it caused a bunch of pain. But I heard a zombie say, as my wife just slipped away, could we try some of that sauce out on your brain? I thought, why not just let her? The
What kind of sauce would you like? Spicy or mild? Good God, son, what happened to you? You look terrible. Here, take this. Hey, let go on! What are you doing? You're supposed to eat the ribs, son, not me! No, let go! No!
That there were the consortium of genius with Zombie Apocalypse Barbecue. I hope you are truly having yourselves a grand Halloweeny time. The Halloweeny spectacularity has got far more coming straight at you. And we also have the witching hour coming up with Babushka. And knowing her and Halloweeny, it be spectacularity of spectacularities. And we have the request time, the final 40 minutes of the show, all based on requests from ye. And so, it's all coming your ghostly way.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to the second hour of me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 Heave-Ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. Aye, it be fascinating to see how the ship can lean extra hard to the side and not go completely over. Aye, it's fascinating in a terrifying kind of way. Aye, make you glad that you got chains on the chairs to help hold you in. Some people like to use them things called seat belts. I have no faith in a belt. Chains. Chains, that's where it be. That way, if you ever die, you can rattle them around. If you ever tried me rattling a belt, it be not very appropriate to rattle. And with that, let's go to another grand classic. The Five Jones Boys with Mr. Ghost Goes to Town.
Who's there? Who's there? Up there on the stairs. Beware, beware. I hear somebody coming up on his toes. Oh, look there he goes. Why, Mr. Ghost is going to town. He takes his cane, his gloves, and his hat, and like a cat, he hurries down the alley. The moon is bright, and this is the night when Mr. Ghost is going to town. He's feeling great, and he can't be late. He's got a date to do a little stepping. He'll shake his bones to hot saxophone, 'cause Mr. Ghost is going to town.
I'm Mr. Gold. Tonight I'm gonna shake my bones to the tone of them hot saxophones. Mr. Ghost goes to town.
He's feeling great and he can't be late. He's got a date to do a little stepping. You shake his bones to hot saxophone, 'cause Mr. Ghost is going to town.
It all started back when I turned 18. My mom, my wife, our 6 kids, and me moved into a nice used double wide. It was blue and white, about 100 feet long, with tires on the roof, flamingos on the lawn, and genuine simulated wood paneling on the inside. Now when you move into a trailer park, you hear odd things when it gets dark. Hollering, screaming, cursing, ain't nothing weird. But one night I heard a really strange noise, so I crept down the hall to check on the boys, and what I seen done scared me something fierce. Well, there on the Naugahyde couch he sat, a shadowy figure in a Mack truck hat. It was a ghost, and he was drinking all my beer. He weren't wearing no sheet, just a pair of jeans, an old wife beater with greasy stains. I screamed like a girl, and he just disappeared. There's a ghost in the trailer, we got a haunted mobile home, and that redneck apparition will not leave us alone. He got a chain on his wallet, and he's rattling it loud. There's a ghost in the trailer, look out! I tore in the bedroom and slammed the door shut. Pretty soon the sun came up. I told my wife what happened, but she just shook her head. And I'll tell the truth, I'd had a drink or 3 and the stress at my job been getting to me. But just to be safe, I put a gun rack over the bed. Well, a neighbor stopped by later that day, said the previous tenant had passed away. He was killed working on a Camaro out in the front yard. The hood fell and gave his head a smack. He died, but they say he still comes back, and when the moon is full, he tries to start that car. Well, that same night, about 9:45, we was watching Dukes of Hazzard on TNN, and we heard a blood-curdling scream coming from the lawn. We ran out to that trailer lot, and that Camaro was levitating right off the blocks of that ghost in the driver's seat, yelling, "Yee-haw!" There's a ghost in the trailer, we got a haunted mobile home, and that redneck apparition will not leave us alone. He got Skinner on the radio and he cranked it up real loud. There's a ghost in the trailer, look out! Well, things got bad and soon got worse. We were stuck with his paranormal curse. He'd wake us up at night yelling, "Boo, y'all!" He moved things around to cause a scare, made a tin of skull float through the air. We could hear footsteps line dancing down the hall. Well, I called the cops and they just laughed. Then a friend at work found an online chat, told us about a site called TrailerGhost.com. There were stories and tips, all kinds of advice. I'm telling you, that website saved our lives. We sent that ghost back into the great beyond. But listen to me, don't make no mistake. If you feel your trailer start to shake, run to the window and take a look outside. And if there's no tornado to be found and you start to hear a strange moaning sound, you might have a ghost up in your double wide. There's a ghost in your trailer, you got a haunted mobile home, and that redneck apparition will not leave you alone. If the walls commence to moving and blood starts dripping out, you got a ghost in your trailer. Look out!
Aye, Larry Weaver brings us Ghost in a Trailer. I truly like the part about the big the pink flamingos are fun. Aye, they're truly, truly wonderful. Now let's go right into Don Hinson and the Rigamorticians with Do the Rigamortis.
Now here's a new dance that's a ghastly sight. It's bound to give you quite a fright. So pay attention, I'll show you while the moon is still bright. And we can do it at the Undertaker's Ball tonight.
But Bill, how can we learn it on such short notice?
It's easy, you ghoul, and it's called the rigor mortis. It's the unliving end. It's the new dance trend. Don't lose your head. You might wind up dead at the Undertaker's party in the Great Eagles Union Hall. All the mummies in their rags were having an unnatural ball, digging Morty Mortician and his embalming for, while the zombies and the vampires screamed for more blood, that is. It's the unliving end. It's the new dance trend. Don't lose your head. You might wind up dead. It's similar to the jerk, but not quite the same. Open up my casket and let me explain. All the stiffs are doing it, and you can too. Just tighten up your muscles till your face turns blue. Hold out your arms and wiggle your wrists. Howl like a werewolf, pound your chest with your fist. It's the unliving end. It's a new dance trend. Don't lose your head. You might wind up dead. Quasimodo, you idiot, stop pulling on my coat. Or else I'll dissect you and I'll start with your throat. I detest violence, but in your case I'll make an incision. Or two. Or three. Get through to your goal. Eat the sky, rat. Don't you come back no more.
Just a state of mind. When you're the wolf man, it gets kinda lonely. And though I know that I'm the only one, I stalk a full moon searching for a bride. My bride. Ever since that werewolf bit my arm, I've been loping through the moors inflicting harm. But I'm telling you, I'm not that bad. And before I get killed by my dad, I want some more you can't even look at me. And I am a monster in your eye. I swear to God I'm not the same inside. Man, I am under the sun, will never do the things I've done, and I won't cry. Sometimes I wanna lay my head back and
That there be Okla the Mock with Bride of Wolfman. We'll be cutting the commercial and returning with the final party.
A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. The Dream Master. Finally, someone's ready for Freddy. You shouldn't have buried me. In the year 3000, there are no Olympic Games, World Series, or Super Bowls. There is only death sport. David Carradine and Claudia Jennings are super warriors fighting the evil forces of a future world. I can survive your death sport. If you were thrilled by Star Wars and awed by Close Encounters, don't miss Death Sport. A new world picture, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.
Squatch Den.
Hey, la chinga! Hey, man, look it over here! Oh, wow, man. Oh, is that? Oh, wow, man. Check it out, man. Is that a vinyl store? Totally awesome, man. I haven't seen a vinyl store in a long time, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, everything's gone digital, man. Totally bummer, dude. Hey, man. Let's go in. Let's check it out, man. This could be really cool. Hey, yeah, come on, man. Hey, man. This is really awesome. Oh, wow, man. This is far out, man. Look at all the shirts, man. Hey, man, yeah, look at the music. They got vinyl, they got CDs. Hey, man, they even got cassettes. That's gonna go well with my lowrider, man. Yeah, man. Oh. And look at all the shirts, man. There's no tie-dyes, but they're totally awesome, man. Hey, man, yeah, there are band shirts. New band shirts. Hey, we need some new band shirts, man. Our stuff is old, man. Man, you're totally right, man. Oh, this stuff's all like from 2000 on up. Man, these is totally... I never even heard of some of these bands, but they look awesome, man. Hey, they're playing them in the background here, man. They are awesome. And check it out, man. They do photography. We got some pictures we can do. Hey, man, we can show them some pictures. Yeah, man.
My name is Ash. I'm the owner of the Squatch Den, located at 2082 College Avenue in Elmira Heights, New York, right across from Edison High, and we are open daily, Monday through Sunday, 12 to 6.
Squatch Den.
All music, all the time.
Well, here be the final party, and I return the whole thing over to ye. And as the ship lifts hard to the side, be careful, be gentle, and make sure each request counts. For I have the lifeboats over here, and ye be over there, and if this boat begins to sink, well, you can tell who's going to be fine and who's going to get their little booties wet. Let's go right to the phone lines and see what shall be seen.
Greetings, boils and ghouls. I would love to hear the Crypt Jam.
Welcome, kiddies. Would you like to dance to death? All you have to do is come to the Crypt Keeper's party. A monster bash, if you will. Come on down! To a feast, only the best of fiends can come. We'll have skeletons of fun, so come on down to the Keeper's Zoo. I'm sure it will get rave reviews. Be on time if you can, cause this is the Crypt Jam. Just jam. This is the Crypt Jam. Just jam. Mean, like the effects of a guillotine. Permanent headache's the end of the mission, for you have entered the Keeper's TerraVision. So everybody just make that dash, a dash to the Crypt Keeper's Monster Bash. So come along with the Keeper's plan, but this is the Crypt Jam. Jam. This is the Crypt Jam. This is the Crypt Jam. Listen to me. Here we go now. Everybody in the house, let me see you go. All the monsters go. All the people and your friends go. Everybody in the house go. Hans. Everybody, hit it. Woo! This is the funky breakdown. Hit it! Dance! This is the Crypt Jam. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 jam. I gotta tell ya, it's just how I am. Keep on dancing, just watch the nails. And make sure you don't step on the cat's tail. As the excitement grows more and more, through the night it becomes hardcore. So don't miss out, cause it's a smash. And dance those feet to a burning ash. There's no reason for you to scram, cause this is the Crypt Jam. Oh, jam. This is the Crypt Jam. Just jam. Oh, jam. This is the Crypt Jam. Everybody. Jam. Oh, jam. This is the Crypt Jam. This is the Crypt Jam.
Working in the lab late these nights, with eyes grown used to eerie sights, I created a monster who could dance and walk, but I couldn't teach him how to talk. My faithful assistant, that hunchback fool who wastes his time in DJ school, says,
How'd you get here? Don't be a sap. 8 degrees of the monster rap.
you've gotta shock the body, shock the body, body, shock the body, shock the body, body, shock the body, shock the body, body, shock. Igor, you idiot.
Yes, master?
Bring me some vocal cords.
Yes, master.
'Cause I just want to hear him speak, and tonight the storm will reach its peak. Connect electrodes, turn on the power, we operate within the hour. The kites went up without a hitch, then Igor screamed,
I'll pull this switch.
Bolt came down, his head went zap. Now he's doing the monster rap. Shock the body, shock the body, body, shock the body, shock the body, body, shock the body, shock the body, body, shock. I've given you a voice, now rap for daddy.
Well, I shot 1,000,000 volts into my brain. Now I'm ready to rap like a runaway train. If you get in my way, we're bound to clash. 'Cause I'm the same dude that did the monster mash.
That's my boy.
Shot my body, body.
So I invited the zombies, creeps and ghouls, and turned them into rapping fools. Drac woke up from his nap, said, teach me how to monster rap. You gotta shock the body, shock the body, body, shock the body, shock the body, body, shock the body, shock the body, body, shock. Igor, you fool.
Yes, master.
He's breaking loose. We've reached a goal undreamed of by science. Listen, he's going to rap again.
I got bolts in my neck, a flat top head. I'm 8 feet tall and I'm back from the dead. You see, I can break rappers down to tears. 'Cause I've been monster rapping for 100 years. They all light up the torches, chase me through the town. They do everything, trying to track me down, but they can't keep up, they can't compete. 'Cause I got to rap with a monster beat. You see, north, east, west, and south, I'm the cat they call Monster Mouth. When I party rap, I control the room. I can get the werewolves howling at the moon. You see, I'm big and bad, scarred and mean. I'm the cool brain child of Dr. Frankenstein. I said a rap, back, another zap. Can't stop the rapping now.
He won't stop rapping. Strap him down, Igor. He must be heavily sedated.
Yes, master.
Oh, shut up.
That there be requested from the man of he, and that be the Bobby Boris Pickett with Monster Rap. Now let's go right back to the phone lines.
Good afternoon, Captain. I would like to hear a song I don't believe I've heard on your show before called Pumpkin Cowboy by Brian David Gilbert. Thank you and happy Halloween.
Pumpkin cowboy, pumpkin cowboy. He's a cowboy and a pumpkin, and he loves his cattle so. But there's no way he gets lumped in with most cowboys, you know. He's no outlaw and he won't quick draw, for he despises violence. Take a fireside moon over your saloon, as he much prefers the silence. Pumpkin cowboy, cowboy. Well, it ain't no bluff that life is tough for a gourd out on the range. But for all the woes in the life he chose, he's never seemed to change. With a smile wide and a kerchief tied around his neck/waist. And he's never riled when a cow runs wild, as he'll lasso them post-haste. Pumpkin cowboy, cowboy, pumpkin cowboy, cowboy. But one day when Pumpkin Cowboy was out tending to his steer, a frightened child came from town with a message soft but clear. The townsfolk said that he'd end up dead if he didn't heed their warning, for they heard that the cowboy cat would be there the next morning. Cowboy, cowboy. It was well known through the prairie, cowboy cat had ruined lives, and they said he was a devilish man who liked to play with knives. He'd steal your purse and do much worse if a hairball made him grouchy. If you summed up some of the things he's done with one word, it'd be ouchie. Though we had heard tales while on the trails of the feline fiend reviled, Pumpkin Cowboy couldn't leave, for his cow was now with child. If they ran away, she'd have to stay, and she might not survive. So we waited by her side all night for the scoundrel to arrive. Cowboy, cowboy, pumpkin cowboy, cowboy. Our hero hadn't realized that he'd begun to doze, and his mind was awfully groggy when he finally arose. He touched the ground and sadly found the thing that he had feared. While he slept under the moonless night, his cow had disappeared. But a moo came from the nearby field, and the cry was harsh and chill. Cat Cowboy held our hero's cow, and it looked like he could kill. Pumpkin Cowboy spoke in hurried yells as he pleaded with the cat. He'd give him all his ranch and land, he'd let him take his hat. But the rascal took no compromise, no hat, nor ranch, nor plane. He said the thing he wanted most was just to inflict pain. And as Pumpkin Cowboy heard this, he ran at such a clip that Cowboy Cat got startled and the knife began to slip. And they crashed into each other, cat and pumpkin flesh and blade.
And the knife fell to the arid ground, and the scoundrel stood, then swayed.
Cat Cowboy crumbled to the dirt, and Pumpkin kneeled beside, and Cow stood vigil next to him as Pumpkin Cowboy cried. He tipped his hat at Cowboy Cat and stood without a sound. And when townfolk came to cheer his name, our hero wasn't found.
Some say he started wandering for greener fields to roam, but he didn't bring his cattle, and his horse stayed there at home.
The very next morn the calf was born, the town's own pride and joy. And the folks will regale you with a gorgeous tale, the tale of a pumpkin cowboy.
Hey, come on, fellas, and you gals too. growing out there in my pumpkin patch. Gigantic. Oh my god. Man, I would hate to have to haul these babies around. They are heavy. Can you imagine my back after carrying that around all day? Oh, lordy.
There be the mistress of the dark, Elvira herself, with 2 big pumpkins, celebrating the old Halloweeny spectacularity. Let us go right to, Aaron McNeil's Draculina.
I met her down in Louisiana underneath the weeping willow tree. Oh yeah. Well, I thought that she loved me, but she put her voodoo spell on me. Oh yeah. Every night when the moon shines bright, guess I'm just a slave. Oh yeah. I'm just a zombie of love. Guess I'll follow her to her grave. Oh yeah. In the midnight hour when I'm supposed to be sleeping, Dracula called me and I got to go creeping around. Oh yeah, creeping around. She hypnotized you when she talked. You know by the way she walked. And if you see her anywhere, then you better beware. Dracula, I'm in misery. Oh yeah, Dracula, please set me free. Now when the sun go down, lock your door and throw away the key. Oh yeah, and whatever you do, don't go near that weeping willow tree. Uh-huh. She got shiny green eyes and jet black silky hair. Yeah, yeah. And when she smiles with those long white teeth, man, you better beware. Oh yeah. In the midnight hour when you're supposed to be sleeping, Dracula call you and you got to go creeping around. Oh, oh yeah, just creeping around. Oh, I said creeping in the midnight.
We'll be cutting to commercial. Return with the second half of the final party. And if you're able to do math, you can figure out how long it be before the witching hour.
A world-famous scientist, greatest living master of the occult, has mysteriously vanished. In his place, a huge and fearsome prehistoric monster suddenly appears. What happened to Dr. Waterman? Only one man, last to see him alive, knows. And now he finds himself in deadly peril. The weird, the unbelievable, the supernatural come alive before your very eyes in Equinox. The invisible barrier between good and evil, between light and the forces of darkness. What is the secret of the 1,000-year-old book? See 4 teenage boys and girls fight a devil cult for their lives, their sanity, their eternal souls in Equinox. In supernatural color.
Oh wow, Scoob, they're finally here.
What's that, Raggy?
Like our tickets to the Twin Tiers Comic-Con just arrived.
Right.
Yep, that means we're gonna be soaking up the sights on November 12th and on the 13th.
Raggy, did you say the 13th? Like Friday the 13th?
Don't worry, old buddy, the 13th is a Sunday. And they even have a great big place to host it in.
Oh no, not another haunted mansion.
Zoinks! I hope not. But no, it's gonna be back at the Arnott Mall Event Center.
Are they gonna have the Mystery Machine there again?
Boy, I sure hope so. And I can't wait to see what other great vehicles they'll have there.
Yeah, replica vehicles.
Oh wow, the flyer also says that Butch Patrick from the Munsters is gonna be there.
Munsters? Not them again.
Oh, Scoob, you're thinking of the Addams Family and their creepy mansion.
Did you get us the VIP passes?
Of course, Scoob. This year, we're going in style.
Does that mean we're gonna be wearing costumes for the cosplay contest?
You betcha, old buddy, old pal. With our new costumes, we'll be a shoo-in to win some of that prize money.
Well, my Rhino Mutt will rock 'em dead.
Well, like, don't say dead, Scoob.
Rook, Rory Raggy.
Twin Tiers Comic Con, November 12th and 13th at the Arnott Mall Event Center.
Oh boy! While we were at the commercial, we started listening to the other side. Right after another large explosion. But that seemed to come from the galley. I don't be knowing what that crazy old bat be doing, but it's making the Halloweeny spectacularity a little wetter and a little more insanities than the normalities. So let's head right to the phone lines. Well, whew, I get something to settle me tummy. Ho, 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 ho.
Like there's this curvy gal that's really been putting a spell on me. So like, can I hear Hex Girl? Zoinks! Thanks, Captain!
Yeah, Hex Girl. Right.
I'm gonna cast a spell on you. You're gonna do what I want you to. Mix it up here in my little bowl. Say a few words and you lose control. I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. Put a spell on you. You feel the fog as I cloud your mind. You get dizzy when I make a sign. You'll wake up in the dead of night, missing me when I'm outside. I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. Oh yeah. With this little cobweb potion, you'll fall into dark devotion. If you ever lose affection, I can change your whole direction. I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. We're gonna put a spell on all of you.
Well, who hangs around the operating room?
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
Who never sends a card that says get well soon?
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
He wears a shiny black suit and a high silk hat, and people are dying to meet this cat, yeah.
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
Now who do they call when the patient dies?
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
And who's got a coffin for every size?
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
Well, he rides around in a big black car, making more money than a movie star. Yeah.
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
Well, he lives with Al, his pet hoot owl, all alone at the funeral home. And they spend their evenings Indian wrestling and listening by the telephone. Yes, and when you get a call, Mr. Baker laughing and blank his eyes and scratching, dance, bounce off the wall. And he say, Al, baby, get out the fluid. Said the doctor done made another mistake. And Al, get a wise old Al, he blink his eyes, flap his wings
Mr. Baker, the undertaker. Oh yeah! Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
Who reads the obituary every single day?
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
Who's got plans to lay you away, yeah?
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
You better treat him nice if you see him around, 'cause he really knows how to put a guy down, yeah.
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
And you never get up.
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
He's gonna get you in the end.
Mr. Baker, the undertaker.
His customers don't talk back to him. He's only happy when business is dead.
There be Ray Stevens with Mr. Baker, the Undertaker. Let's jump right back to the phone lines. A horse witching hour is upon us.
Hello. I would like to hear the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Thank you.
Don't touch that dial.
I must offer to you a confession. I like movies that give me a fright. If the subject is horror, I've got to see more, or I won't be contented all night. You may call it my ghoulish obsession. It's a subject on which I get chatty. But the worst one, it seems, haunting all of my dreams, was the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. I've seen ghouls and hobgoblins and witches, and some moth-eaten werewolves with fangs. There were creatures that chattered and others that clattered, and Japanese monsters with bangs. Frankenstein gives me the shakes, and Count Dracula's driving me batty. But they're not on a par with the worst one by far, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Oh, he must have needed a seltzer. It's amazing how much he got down. For lunch he just chew up a suburb or two, and for dinner he ate the whole town. Willard just sent me out laughing. I thought Ben looked a little bit ratty. Watch, sorry about that. But they're not half as bad as the worst scare I've had, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Oh, my heart nearly stopped, he will never be topped, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Olé!
Olay? That's dumb.
It's fetid and dank. It's teeming with life. Don't go in, you might not come out. The air smells like death. It's as dark as a grave. There's strange creatures lurking about. It's a gas station washroom. Traveler's hell. Gas station washroom. Oh God, what's that smell? You enter this black hole of horrors. You must go because nature calls. A zombie mechanic gave you the pass key. Don't look! There's no doors on the stall. You scream at the room that has never been flushed. The lid is the color of rust. The handle is cobweb, the seat is disease. The floor's a mysterious cross. It's a gas station washroom. You're trapped here forever, my friend. Gas station washroom.
That there be a nice song about the classic washrooms you'd find at gas stations across the land. That there be the Frantics with gas station washroom. Now let's go right into a nice peppy little tune that'll cheer us up in ways we can't even begin to fathom. That be Weird Al Yankovic's Nature Trail to Hell.
a spell on you. Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Yeah, I can't stand. Woo! No running around. I can't stand. No putting me down. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, yeah. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Oh, oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. Anyhow, I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
There be the late great Screaming Jay Hawkins with I Put a Spell Upon You. It be a witching hour now. Be afraid.
Hey, I went shopping and I get great idea when I was out at this store. It's holiday weekend, no? It's big holiday. It's the Halloween weekend. So I sings great holiday song. Okay, I sings now.
As long as you not be doing what you did last year. It be Halloweeny, my dear.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bells time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
I do believe we've been tortured well enough. Good night.
So just chill till the next episode.